Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, boys and girls. I am so glad you are here today. Guess what? We have reached the end of our school year. We have reached the end of our school year. So this month, in the month of May, we will do a lot of reviewing over the things we have did throughout the months of this school year. So basically, we will things we're going to do all this month. Okay? Starting with, we will be writing our name. So I'm going to be asking and watching and seeing how well you write your name. I'm going to send out practice sheets for you to write your name every day. So when you head off to kindergarten, you will be ready to go, okay? We're going to identify colors. We are going to say all our letter names. That means we're going to name all our alphabet. When Ms. Coleman point or ask you what is this letter that's not in order, you should be able to say them. We are going to say our letter sounds. A as in A, B as in B. We're going to say all our letter sounds. We're going to listen to stories and tell about the stories. You know how you listen to the stories in our Google Classroom? We're going to listen to stories. I want you to be able to tell me something about that story, okay? We are going to draw pictures. And the picture you draw, I want you to be able to tell me a story from your picture. We are going to continue doing rhymes, okay? We're going to continue doing rhymes. We are going to identify the sounds of words such as dog, dog, okay? We're going to be doing a lot of stuff at the end of the year as a review. All this is going to be a review. We are going to have segment words. Remember those different words we have? Like sight words and first words. We're going to be going back over those words. Okay, we're going to be going back over those words. We're going to identify shapes. Remember the different shapes we talked about? We're just going to be reviewing about all those different shapes that we already have talked about in previous videos. We are going to complete a pattern. I know you all remember those patterns we've been working on. I think we had some of the same colors in those patterns, okay? Red and blue, and red. That's a pattern. We are going to write the numbers 1 through 10. We're going to be able to write the numbers 1 through 10. All that's going to be a review. We're going to count 1 to 10. And we get so far, we're going to count 1 through 20. Okay? We are going to count and tell how many. You remember how we do the dots? We count the dots and me and Miss Savage show you different dots and you should be able to count them and tell us how many. That's what that means. We are going to count to 20. We're going to be able to count to 20. And that doesn't always mean we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way through 20. I may point to a number and that number may be 17. I want you to be able to tell me what that number is. Identify that number 17. Identify that number 10. And be able to count 1 through 20. We're going to tell our birthday. We need to know our birthday. That's a very important day, your birthday. A very important day. Okay? So you need to be able to tell that. Because your birthday is never going to go away. You're going to always have a birthday. So you need to know it. You're going to have to show and tell your phone number. You need to learn your mom and dad phone number just in case you may get lost in the store and someone come up to you and say, "What's your mom's phone number? We need to call her and let you know you're lost." So you need to know your mom phone number or your dad phone numbers. So all of this will be in a review month of May. And I will also briefly go over all the studies. You all remember any of the studies we had? Who remembers some of the studies? Anybody? Do you remember some of the studies we had this month? Okay, so we're going to briefly talk about the studies. We study about balls. You all remember? Balls. We talked about balls. These are the studies we had throughout the year. We also talked about exercising. Remember when we showed you different types of exercises and what you can do to work your body? Exercise. We also talked about music. I think music was my favorite because there's so many different types of music. Fast music, slow music, easy music, hard music. So it's so many different types of music. We also talked about boxes. Different types of boxes. Boxes come in all shapes and sizes. Round, square, tall, short, big, little boxes. We talked about buildings. We talked about different buildings. Do you all remember how Miss Coleman did a virtual field trip on the different buildings, like the post office, the doctor's office? I showed you different buildings in that virtual field trip. We also talked about clothes. Different types of clothes. What are some clothes we should be wearing now? Maybe short sleeves, short pants. We can kind of wear short pants on the warmer days, but we still have a few cool days, okay? So yes, we talked about clothes. We also talked about trees. Trees. Look at some of those shapes of those trees. Trees. Apple trees. Orange trees. We talked about different trees. And we talked about recycling. What are some things you can recycle? Plastic, metal, paper. What else? Glass. All those things you can recycle. That's what we talked about. So we talked about a lot of things this school year, didn't we? What was your favorite study? Was it balls? Was it exercise? How about music? Boxes? Buildings? Clothes? Recycling? Or trees? So I want you all to stay tuned this whole month. Well, till about May 26th, I think. So stay tuned for all of our review videos so we can wrap the year up so you all can head to kindergarten